Hello, hello. Look, stop scrolling. Stop scrolling. Stop scrolling if you're scrolling. I need you to listen to this. Okay? I have something important to tell you. I am putting my money where my mouth is. Okay? I am putting my money where my mouth is. I am organizing a focus group next Thursday. It's the ultimate guide to Black women's summer freedom, a focus group with reward. I will be giving the first 10 people who are applying or qualified $50 each. So the focus group will be used to create the ultimate guide to Black women's summer freedom in celebration of Juneteenth. Juneteenth, as you know, Juneteenth is next week. It's the date that is being celebrated as when the last group of black slaves, found out that they were emancipated, they were free. So I will be organizing a focus group and I will be giving reward. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Next Thursday, a focus group with $50 each for the first 10 people who apply, who are qualified. You will get $50, except that we will be asking you your feedback and you'll be required to stay about an hour or less. Okay. So I am Dr. Cholet Kelly Josue. You can call me Dr. Kelly. I am a board certified psychiatrist, neuropsychiatrist. I am a graduate. I am a graduate of one of four now Black medical schools in the US. And so if you ask me why this is being done, my platform is for Black women, women for Black women. So the focus group will be for Black women 35 to 65 and Black women who are going through things, who are getting stuck with chronic anxiety, chronic stress. If you desire to live your best life, and life happens, sometimes family, ooh, I'm under the street. Sometimes life happens. The family, friends, whatever's going on, you care about people. Sometimes you overgive, and who is left last is you to try to find a space for you to breathe. That's what I'm trying to change. I am a physician, I am a neuroscientist, but I'm more than that. I have an expertise in neuroplasticity. That's the ability that your brain has to rewire itself, to wire itself to the life that you want to live. That's a real science. And I've been able to help people, women, anyone, anyone in my office within 6 to 10 weeks, they've been able to shift perspective. In fact, one of my best, um, not best, but I have someone in my office who came in with she's raised 3 children. She's in a marriage that she's staying, life happens. It's easier to stay than live. But unfortunately for her, about 2 years ago, she was doing a master in nursing and she was discouraged to drop it. And when I met with her about a year ago, she went back to school. And this, in a month, she'll be finishing her master in nurse practitioner. That's, to me, that proves to me, although I read in books, that you have the ability to rewire your brain. You have the ability to wire your brain to create space, the space that you need in your frontal brain to live your best life. This is where I come in to help you. And the reason I am uniquely qualified to help Black women is one, because it comes from a personal experience with my own mother, who died prematurely of chronic mental overload because she became a young widow very young, uh, taking care of 6 children from 6 months to 8 years old. And she died prematurely from high blood pressure to chronic kidney failure. But now I understand it's chronic mental overload. And as we know the statistics, I don't know if you know, I ask a lot of people if you know about it. According to the American Heart Association, about 60% of Black women older than 20 have some form of heart disease. 1 out of 2 Black women will have a heart attack You will not know it until it happens. It's not because you're doing something wrong. It's not because you're not eating well. It's not because you're not exercising. What we now know, I've come to a conclusion, 70 to 80% of the result of these things are due to internal mental overload. The internal stress, internal mental overload that you have to, you've been made to carry a lot, things that are, have been given to you. They're not yours, but you have to carry them. Okay. So that's what I am on a mission to make sure that what happens to my mother, that what happens to what's happening to other women, black women, don't happen to you. So I am putting my money where my mouth is. I need you to join me. Invite other friends. The first 10 people who join will get, who apply, who are qualified, will get $50 to be part of a focus group. We're creating the ultimate guide to Black women's summer freedom. It will be a guide that will be used to free you from chronic stress, chronic feelings of being overwhelmed, chronic insomnia, chronic being stuck, whatever it is that's getting you stuck, that getting in the way for you not to be thriving, to live your best life. And what I mean by thriving, here's my neuroscience definition of thriving. You know you're thriving if you are bettering your mental and physical health. You know you're thriving if you are bettering your financial wealth, if you're having career development, career advancement. You know you're thriving if you're feeling better about yourself, relationship with yourself, and two or three other people. Health, mental and physical, financial wealth, and if you're feeling better, if you're having better relationship with yourself, because it starts with self first. It's not with other people. It starts with self, with your own brain. That's where it starts. If you have those three things, you're bettering those three things, then you are thriving. Guess what? That can happen. We have the science, we have the know-how, except that we choose not to give it to you. And that's why I'm on a mission. When I say we the, those of us, it's not me per se, but the people who have been trained to help the average person. Honestly, we're not doing that. We maintain the status quo. Tacitly, that's what we've been told to do. And my goal, because I come from the average person, and my conclusion is that if Black women are not well, if Black women are thriving, then the rest of us are thriving. And for my own personal thing is, I've come to a conclusion. I was born in the Bahamas. My parents took me to Haiti. That was paradise. That was the best life I've had. And what's going on in Haiti now, if you know, it has a direct correlation to the lack of opportunities for women. If women had better opportunities in Haiti, society will be different. So that's what I am on a mission to change. That Black women should be thriving. Black women like you. Then that's what I am creating, a focus group to create the ultimate guide to Black women's summer freedom, to help you free yourself from chronic anxiety, chronic stress, because we know too often the detrimental health effects, mental and physical, of what can happen because of the mental overload that too often that you are left to carry, and you have been made to think that self-care is selfish, self-compassion is selfish, self-love is selfish. They're not. You should come first. You should come first, because if you cannot give what you don't have. So questions, comments, join me, follow me on TikTok. I am on TikTok, Instagram, MD Mindmaster, and join my Facebook group, Rewriting Your Future with Dr. Kelly. We are on a path to revolutionize the way things are, okay? To change the way things have been. That is, Black women must and can thrive, because here's what's going on, guys. We have changed the environment. We have changed the environment, meaning that we have changed the way people live. We have changed the way the village used to be. We have changed the way we travel. Pre-COVID, for instance, I saw 100% of my patients in person. automatically post-COVID right now, I see about 70, 80% of my patients. I don't want that virtual, but that's what's going on. We have changed the way we work. We have changed the way we live. And guess what? That's causing the brain to adapt to a new environment. And anytime you have a new environment, you need new brain tools. What I'm saying is that's different than all the other folks who are saying that if you do one more positive affirmation, you can live your best life. That's not true. If you cannot create space in your frontal brain to breathe, rest, and digest, it can happen. Because we now know we have done experiment with patients. We put them in the MRI. We find out if they're stressed out, then their brain is rigid, the tissue. Once they take a deep breath, they do meditation, the brain is relaxed. That's when you can rewire your brain. And if you're asking me, how do you know if you are chronic stress? Well, if you go to sleep feeling overwhelmed, wake up feeling overwhelmed, if you are having um, inflammatory bowel disease, uh, things up in the gut, if you're having fibromyalgia, if you have all these things come from stress. It's not really, I mean, you can use medication. I use medication partly, but we're not telling you the truth. They come from chronic stress. So if you don't approach it from that, we're just putting band-aid on stuff. That's not sustainable. That's not life sustaining. So as an integrative holistic doctor, that's what I do in my office. I talk about food as medicine, supplements to help you decrease inflammation, to help you decrease your stress. But the most important thing also, I give you brain tools, sit down and help you write the details without having to think about it. How do you, the know-how, that's the most important thing because anyone, you can go anywhere and get the knowledge. But to have the know-how on how do I sit down and put it into practice, how do I apply and without feeling that it has to be one more thing that I need to do like work. And I know I've sat down with many Black women. I understand, I heard about you, I hear about your emotional lives, that it's a complex life. Let's face it, we have not made it easy to be a woman. We have not made it easy to be a Black woman. But guess what? We have the brain tools in this new environment in the 21st century for you not only to survive, for you to thrive. So join me. I need you to apply for this focus group, and you will get a reward $50 for less than an hour to get your feedback, so we can create the ultimate guide to Black women's summer freedom, to free you from anything that is getting you stuck, so you can live your best life while you carry out the responsibilities that only you can carry out. Okay? So send me your comments, suggestions. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, MD Mindmaster. Join my Facebook group, Rewriting Your Future with Dr. Kelly. As I said, this revolution will be televised. This is for Black women only. If you're welcome if you're supporting Black women causes, but this is for Black women. You get this first. Okay? I will leave you, and I wish you have a great day. Be kind to yourself. The goal is to have a straight line from mindfulness to self-compassion. This is easier said than done. That's why I help my patients do, to practice it without having to think about it. The other day I was talking to one of my patients, and oh, by the way, I prescribe books, I prescribe supplements, I prescribe vacation, I prescribe physical movement. I've sent like 4 people to Miami on vacation. Well, I wish I could have paid for them, but they paid. But I do prescribe vacation. It's self-care. That's where you can relax. I prescribe vacation. I prescribe physical movement. I prescribe supplement. I prescribe. Yeah. I tell people how to. I talk about finances because some of the major stresses that my patients, especially Black women, are going through are financial stresses, and the other one is family, friends, children, relationships. The other one is career advancement, and The other major one is health, mental and physical. So I prescribe all these, and that's what we talk about. Okay. So join me. I'm doing a focus group. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. The focus group is the ultimate guide to Black women's summer freedom to help you free yourself from whatever's getting you stuck, so you can thrive while you carry out your responsibilities. And it will be the first 10 people who join will get $50 for participating and giving feedback. Okay. Invite your other friends, join me, follow me, and send me your comment and suggestions. Join my Facebook group, Rewriting Your Future with Dr. Kelly. With all that, then we all can thrive. So I'll see you until then, and we'll continue the conversation. Be kind to yourself. Be mindful of the places you put your mind, brain, and body. Okay. So I will see you until then. Take care. Bye.